Laila Wadia, and to introduce myself, I'd like to read you a poem. It's called Me. Me, call me Kayla, ripe and luscious, light skin, but heart dark with indignation against the suffering of the world. Me, call me sweet and fragrant, soft to the touch, yet solid inside. Happy women are mangoes. Me, call me Piaz, layers of identity, taste, tang, tears, heartburn. I am the seasoning of a migrant world. I don't think there's anything challenging as long as you do it with love, and then you have to do it with a little lightheartedness in the sense that you don't take yourself too seriously. You don a hat, but you say, well, I'm donning it for the best that I can do. So if I'm a poet, I try to be the best poet that I can. I mean, aware of the fact that there are a million times better poets than me, but I'm happy with what I'm doing, and I know that it's a process that's going to grow. So I think it's always a learning process. Whatever you do, it's the journey that counts, it's not the destination. Living in a foreign country has basically influenced a lot of me in the sense that it's brought out my Indian identity. It's something that you don't realize when you live in a country. You don't know that you're Indian and your Indianness when you're living in India. You realize it's the things that you do differently, it's the way that you think, it's the way that you talk, it's the way that you dress, it's the way that you communicate with the rest of the world that is different from being Italian, different from being American, different from being Indian. And that's what probably comes around. I mean, I never realized it because you look in the mirror and you see your reflection, you're always used to seeing yourself. It's how other people perceive you. So when other people started perceiving what I was doing as Indian, I realized that, oh, okay, maybe it's a different way. And I've nurtured this, I've cherished this, and I've tried to make it grow because it's obviously steeped now with nostalgia, but it's always nostalgia for the good times. Everybody asks me what language, because I write in Italian mainly, and I also write in English, so everybody asks me, what language do you think in? And I always think, I always say that I think in dreamish. Because I dream these stories and I spend the whole night thinking about them, and then I get up and I write in the middle of the night. I just jot down some words, and then I wake up in the morning and I write the story. So obviously they're coming to me in different language. I don't think in a language, I think in a meta language, which is just the language of literature. I mean, it doesn't matter what language you're thinking in. And it always happens in the middle of the night. So I sleepwalk. My husband gets really frightened. He's like, you know, oh, she's in her process again. And he knows not to disturb me in that process. So it's dreamish. I'm working on two things. I'm working on a historical novel of the Second World War and the migration of Italians from the former Yugoslavia to Italy. And I'm also working on a book of kitchen stories. It's called My Indian Kitchen. It's going to be the stories of my three grandmothers. I had three grandmothers because my mother had a second husband. And that's going to be about these three women fighting lovingly in their kitchens to try to win my affections. So it's going to be a fun book, and a book full of memories and recipes. Unfortunately, I'm not on any of these social media, only because I get two different or three different reactions. The first day I get an email saying, oh, I loved your book, or I loved whatever you did, please respond. And then if I don't respond in 2 days' time, I get a second email. I wrote you an email saying, could you please respond, and you didn't respond. And the third time I get an email saying, why didn't you respond, you're so horrible. So I've stopped all that. Unfortunately, I just don't have the time for it. So I mean, I'm not on these social media. Don't let anybody put you down. Don't let anybody say it's too difficult. Don't let anybody say you can't do it. If you can do it and you know you can do it, go for it, fight for it, and do it.